on this week of Could Have Been Love.
He's lonely, he's desperate, and he's resorted to paying $50,000. To host all these women here this week.
50,000? You can buy something.
Some women want you for your fame, your money. Some of these women might want you for your women.
Come to Papa.
My man, where's my man?
Oh, I can't wait to him.
Drewski needs a mommy.
He's sexy.
He's like medium ugly.
Steamy.
Bust it wide open.
Yeah.
Just how I like him. Butched up. What type of flavor you is? You seen the tits? I
You
like
gonna
that.
smack for me?
She got that big old chocolate ass. I don't know how it's gonna go. It could go either way. Yeah, a little Happy Meal right there.
I'm 43.
I like a mature.
Really like that? I'm just having a strap with me. Watch that today. Oh no! Mama beat me.
Ladies, the jig is up. You're going home.
Just kidding.
Hi, I'm Caleb Presley, and welcome to the Could Have Been Love Estate. Today we embark on the romantic journey of Drewski, the CEO. The destination? Lifelong monogamy. Some say he's single, a bachelor. Others say he's lonely, womanless. Some say he pays PR to appear to have women. They might be right.
Drewski and Ruby Rose are apparently in a real relationship. That's one of the baddest in the game, and a hefty motherfucker was able to lock her down.
Their relationship wasn't real at all. She is now claiming Drewski paid her.
Ruby is too rich for you to do that.
Oh, shit! Oh, they kissed!
I think Drewski's more popular than.
Oh, of course.
I never heard of Shorty before the story, to be honest.
Really? It don't seem like he her type. She said he was funny and a nice guy. That says everything that I need to know. Then the way she said it. He funny though.
I only give it up if I'm in love.
I think he has way more to lose. I think he's way more famous than her.
For the record, I never slept with that man. Paid for PR, not that.
What was that dollar amount that he gave her? See, ain't nobody talking about that.
Drewski doesn't need to pay Ruby Rose to fucking date him.
You spend 200 bands on this girl in a year. To me, that's like, what?
One way or another, niggas pay for it every day.
Paying to fake pipe never happened.
Shaking my head, Drewski was hitting that, and she had to take a step back and see what the she had going on.
Hey, Ruby got rid of you already? She got rid of you already?
So who is Drewski? A model human? A human model? A comedic genius? An athletic champion? A man whore? A hopeless romantic? Or is he even gay? This week on Could Have Been Love, we will find out if these women want him for his fame, money, and success, or are they actually after what all other women are after, $50,000.
The girl that loves me for me, not for money and all that stuff.
What specifically are you looking for?
Petite women, black, white, Latino,
Right.
masculine.
Let me stop you right there. Masculine.
Yeah, you know, like studs or however you want to take it, you know, like.
What is it about studs that you find interesting?
They have an appealing touch to everything. You don't got to really worry about buying them clothes all the time. They can share with you.
Right.
Draws, tops, bottoms.
And what do you prefer, tops or bottoms?
Well, no, I was talking about the, I was talking about the clothes, top, bottom.
So was I. And one of them will become your lifelong partner.
Sounds good.
Are you nervous?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We have provided Drewski with every option of woman. Manly, lovely, feisty, horny, felon. So will Drewski find the love of his life, or will he be left with blue balls and a $50,000 debt? It's one estate, 17 girls, 9 beds, but only one Drewski.
Some people say money can't buy love. $50,000 can. $50,000 can. 16, one me, one big old house. Excuse me, women. Yeah, this will be grand.
Once a man surrounded by hoes and broken promises, now enters into a new era of his life, of stability.
Trap more gang. It has been a minute, man. I haven't uploaded on this channel in a little while, and look, I've been busy. All right, I've been busy. I've been grinding. I hadn't uploaded on the main channel in like a good, what is it, 2 months, month and a half? It's been a while, but I'm back, and I'll tell you what, I'm back with a vengeance. Okay, there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. There's been a lot going on in front of the scenes. I've been making a bit of a scene, if I'm quite honest with you. So we're going to get into it. We're going to be talking about everything that's been going on, but But of course, as you may or may not know, I recently uploaded another one, as DJ Khaled would say, another banger video, The Deadly War Behind Central Cee. Now, I'll keep it real with you, okay? I swear the UK is a cursed island. Whenever I do a UK video, it always seems to come with a heavy, heavy dose of BS, okay? And this time is no exception, okay? But this one is actually quite interesting, right? This one is quite interesting. So look, I'll just give you the background, all right? I'll give you the breakdown. I'll give you the history, okay? So look, all right, I've wanted to do a video on Central Cee for quite some time, okay? It's been a while. He recently released his debut album, all right, Can't Rush Greatness, and it was I'll keep it real with you. It was an excellent project, all right?
What's going on YouTube, man?
And it's your boy No Love Man. Look, y'all, I'm back with another lit video. All right, y'all, man. So look, we have another 20 versus video. You know what I'm saying? I got a co-host though, Slide. What's going on, brody? What's happening, bro? Introduce yourself, man. Tell the people who you is.
You know what we finna do.
Type shit. So look, right? The person that we finna bring out, as y'all seen by the title and the thumbnail, I already did a video with, and as y'all seen, that motherfucker low-key went viral type shit. So this one gotta be a little bit better. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type.
In today's video, man, we got 20 women versus
NLE Chopin.
God, please, come on, man. I pray all these bitches bad, man. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, see you. Where's my man?
When I saw the party bus pull up, I was excited till I caught a stench of a little aroma. I caught an aroma of a little bit of SeaWorld. It smelled like an aquarium in there.
As soon as I boarded the bus, I could tell the girls smelled hot.
Come on, bring them on. Come to Papa.
My man, wait.
Just look at the vandalism to this $100,000 Tesla Cybertruck. Dozens of Cybertrucks at a parking lot in Fort Lauderdale were spray painted with a vulgar term directed at Tesla owner Elon Musk. Some vandals recorded themselves in the act. Across the USA, owners of the distinctive-looking vehicles say they're being targeted by strangers. Cybertruck owners are being flipped off in traffic.
That's probably happened about 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
They also wrote a nasty message. It's gotten so bad, Emler Morales won't take his purple Cybertruck certain places.
Mine is purple, so it grabs a lot of attention. And so I think twice about places I need to go to and make sure that I really need to go.
Dr. Kumate Jaroj got nasty calls when Cybertruck haters found out he was a doctor.
I hope you kill yourself. Please do the world a favor.
He told me to put a bullet in my brain.
Angry protesters stormed a Tesla dealership in New York City. And look, this Tesla driver flips the bird at them. There are also lots of videos online of people reacting to Cybertrucks.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
I was curious what kind of reaction I would get driving a Tesla Cybertruck around New York City, so we rented one to find out, and it didn't take long. We had one guy boo at us, another guy cheered, one lady stuck her tongue out, and then somebody just gave us a thumbs up. So the reaction was kind of mixed. So do these Cybertruck owners have buyer's remorse?
Absolutely not. I'm in love with the Cybertruck.
I want to take up the fight, you know. I'm going to keep the truck.
Am I the biggest Marvel movie fan in the world? No. But do I go into them with an open mind? No. Not usually. I go in with with the expectation that it's probably not going to be good, because I've been conditioned now that Marvel movies, they're not hitting like they used to. So I'll be honest, I go in there. And I'm not usually expecting it to be good. The same was kind of the case for the new Captain America movie. I didn't have high expectations. I didn't think it looked bad or anything from the trailers, and I like the previous Captain America movies. So I was hoping that it was going to be surprisingly decent, and I thought Red Hulk looked really cool in the trailers. But the reviews came out and people weren't liking it. I was pretty surprised to see how low of a score it has. It's like the 3rd lowest rated Marvel movie ever made or something, or MCU film. It's crazy. So I went into it, and now that I've finished watching it, I can say it's not the 3rd worst Marvel movie ever made, MCU movie ever made, but it's not very good either. It's better than the worst movies in the
This convict outlived a life sentence. Welcome back, Charlie here. These criminals were sentenced to decades behind bars, but lived longer than their prison sentences. From people wrongly sentenced to decades in jail, to dangerous criminals set free after serving more than 70 years. First, we have to look at Ricky Jackson. Can you imagine being in prison for 40 years of your life for a crime you didn't commit? Well, that actually happened to this man. When Ricky Jackson was only 19 years old, he was arrested for a crime he did not commit. Police said he took the life of a salesman named Harry Franks. The only evidence cops had was a witness statement from a 13-year-old named Eddie Vernon. Aside from that one witness, there was zero physical evidence. Despite this, Ricky Jackson was found guilty. He was initially given the death sentence, but after several appeals, this was changed to a life sentence. Ricky was sent to prison in 1974. He thought he was going to die behind bars, but in 2013, the witness, Eddie Vernon, broke down in tears. Eddie admitted he did not see Ricky take the life of Harry Franks, and instead was coerced into saying this by cops. It turned out Eddie Vernon never even saw the attack take place. This shocking revelation meant that Ricky Jackson was finally released. He was given freedom in 2014 after spending 4 decades behind bars. But sadly, this meant he was now an old man at the time. Ricky Jackson was given $18 million in compensation, but some say that's not enough for all of those decades lost. But would you take $18 million to lose 40 years of your life? Personally, I definitely wouldn't. Moving on, we have to look at Betty Smithy. Betty Smithy is America's longest-serving female inmate. In 1963, this woman took the life of a minor. For this crime, she was given a life sentence. But while she was behind bars, she managed to escape 4 times, although she was caught again every time. Eventually, she decided to stop trying to escape and instead improve her life. She got educated behind bars and began writing poetry. In 2003, Betty applied for parole. She was rejected, but in 2012 she appealed again, and this time she was finally freed. She spent 49 years behind bars, but was finally made a free woman at 69 years old. Some said she should never have been released due to her crimes, but the judge believed Betty had changed behind bars. What do you think? Is 49 years in prison enough or not? Moving along, we have to look at Thomas Trantino. In 1963, Thomas Trantino got drunk. He then got into an altercation with 2 cops and ended their lives. He was arrested a few days later, and in court was given the death penalty. He was on death row for 8 years until 1971. That was when New Jersey abolished the death penalty, meaning that Thomas's sentence was changed to life behind bars. While he was locked up, Thomas wrote 2 books. In 2002, he applied for parole, and surprisingly, was released. He spent 39 years in prison, making him New Jersey's longest-serving prisoner. Some people, especially cops, were annoyed that he was released. But do you think nearly 4 decades is enough for what Thomas did? Moving along, we have to look at Joseph Ligon. In 1953, 15-year-old Joseph Ligon was sentenced to life in prison. You see, Joseph had got drunk and decided to do some robberies. This caused 6 men to be injured and 2 men to lose their lives. Joseph Ligon was found guilty for what he did, and was sentenced to life behind bars. Decades went by, but in 2016, the law changed. It was ruled that life sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional. As a result, Joseph was released in 2017. He had spent 68 years behind bars, going in at age 15 and leaving at age 83. But here's the surprising thing. Although Joseph was free to go, he refused. He had spent 68 years behind bars and was too used to jail life. So instead, he preferred to stay in prison, which is where he still is to this day. Next, we have to look at Charles Ford. In 1952, this man was sentenced to life in prison and spent 64 years behind bars, all for a crime he did not commit. He was not even at the scene of the crime. He had allegedly taken someone's life. Some said that Charles was profiled by the judge and jury, meaning that despite the little evidence, he was still given a life sentence. It turned out Charles's lawyer never submitted an appeal. He was 20 when he went into prison and was 84 years old when he came out, meaning that he spent a whopping 64 years behind bars. Charles was released into a nursing home as he was too old to look after himself. So while he was released, he basically lost his entire life to prison. When Charles was released, he began crying in court. Next, we have to look at John Buns. This man is New York's oldest inmate. He ended the life of his wife of 17.5 years. John Buns and his wife Virginia got into an argument. Things escalated and John used a hammer to end Virginia's life. John Buns was given a life sentence for what he did. He was set to be released when he was aged 112, but instead he was released early when he was age 94. He was released in order to get medical care. That's because prisons find it too hard to look after people who are so old. But in 2014, at the age of 94, John Buns passed away. He is still the oldest ever inmate New York has had. Moving on, we have to look at Harvey Stewart. Harvey Stewart is a man who's been to prison many times throughout his life. In 1951, he was given a 10-year sentence for armed robbery. He was released but was soon put back in jail. This was for ending the life of a man named James Laird. Harvey Stewart escaped prison many times, but was quickly recaptured every time. He was later released in 1985 after serving only 9 years. But only 16 months later, Harvey was arrested yet again, this time for robbing a bank. This guy really does love jail. He served 59 years behind bars, and was finally released in 2011. This was mainly because of his old age and declining health. He was 83 years old by the time he was released. He outlived all of his family and friends, which meant he had no prison visits in over a decade. When Harvey Stewart was interviewed about his time in prison, he said this: "Imagine that, 60 years down in this damn hole. I wouldn't recommend it." Harvey's right, he really did waste his entire life behind bars. I think this man is proof that crime is not worth it. Next, let's look at John Franzese. John Franzese was a member of one of the USA's most deadly mafias. That is, the Colombo crime family. He soon gained a reputation as one of the mafia's most dangerous thugs. He claims to have ended over 50 lives, but he was never convicted for this. Instead, he was given a life sentence for a different crime. That was orchestrating many bank robberies around the USA. He was given 50 years behind bars. In 2011, John was released at the age of 93. In 2011, at the age of 93, John Franzese was given an extra 8 years behind bars. This was for extortion and loan sharking. In 2017, he celebrated his 100-year-old birthday behind bars, and was released later that year. In total, John Franzese spent over 40 years in the can, meaning that he basically lost half of his life. I guess that's the price you pay when you're in the mob. Finally, let's look at James Moore. In 1962, James Moore ended the life of a 14-year-old named Pamela Moss. He was given a life sentence. While in prison, he did various jobs and also got an education. He requested to be released 20 times, but every time the judge said no. That was until June of 2022. He was finally released after spending 60 years behind bars, but he is now in full-time care and had to have both of his legs amputated. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below, do you think life sentences should be allowed or not? I've been Charlie, thanks for watching. If you want
Not long after killing Lil Rob and Monty, Lil Jeff hurried back to the car to meet up with his affiliate T Slick. Together, they sped off from the scene. However, they left just enough on their trail as police have now tracked the vehicles to Lil Jeff. What we're about to find out is the true extent to Lil Jeff's crimes, all sealed in a new footage that has just gone viral, and whether his participation in those two murders was responsible for his untimely death. Video showing double murder goes viral. As the first month of the year 2025 closed out, a footage from exactly a year ago that captures the brutal murder of two teenage boys. Boys resurfaced, sending the internet into a meltdown. This comes after one of the suspected killers, 22-year-old Tommy Coleman, also known as T Slick, was recently arrested in connection with the double murder. T Slick was an associate and close friend of Lil Jeff, the man accused of masterminding the murder plot. In the video, which has now gone viral, the two teenagers, 16-year-old Robert Boston, aka Lil Rob, and 17-year-old Monterio Williams, aka Monty, could be seen walking in front of the elevators of the Washington Wabash station at around 12:30 p.m. on January 26, 2024. In a fleeting moment of madness, three men, all wearing masks, pulled up under the bridge in a dark blue Infiniti SUV, got out of the car, and opened fire on Lil Rob and Monty. The shooters were later identified as Lil Jeff and T Slick, alongside a third accomplice. According to eyewitnesses, the trio kept firing for approximately 15 seconds as bystanders ran for cover and the two victims fell to the ground. After the shooting, the three gunmen got back into the Infiniti and drove off. However, various surveillance cameras and license plate readers were able to track the vehicle along Stevenson Expressway and Deuceable Lakeshore Drive before the gunmen eventually made their way to South Suburban Dolton and Calumet City. While the gunmen made their getaway, paramedics arrived at the scene and quickly transported the victims to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where they died. Monty suffered gunshot wounds to his right hip and chest, while Lil Rob was shot in the chest. On Wednesday, January 29, 2025, just over a year after the double murder that shook the neighborhood, police arrested one of the suspected killers, T Slick, in the 5700 block of North Mason Avenue. Lil Jeff, who was said to be the mastermind of the shooting, was killed. In June 2024, while the third accomplice is yet to be charged in this case. T Slick has now been charged with 2 felony counts of first-degree murder and 1 count each of attempted first-degree murder, aggravated discharge of a firearm from an occupied vehicle, and possession of a weapon by a felon. He made his first appearance in court on Saturday, February 1st, 2025, where prosecutors revealed that Lil Rob and Monty were childhood friends and had a history of bitter rivalry with Lil Jeff, T Slick, and the third accomplice. According to prosecutors, the third shooter was Lil Rob and Monty's classmate at Innovations High School. Court documents also suggested that footage from the school captured him changing clothes and leaving campus about 90 minutes before the shooting. Prosecutors further revealed that video and GPS data from his phone showed that he boarded a CTA train to Roosevelt minutes after leaving the school. He then walked to a nearby parking garage where surveillance footage shows him getting into the stolen Infiniti. In fact, police investigations using location data from all 3 suspects' phones showed that their devices tracked together before, during, and after the murders. To make matters worse for themselves, shortly after the shooting, shooting, Lil Jeff took to Instagram to post a video of himself and his accomplices inside the Infinity. The video was posted about 20 minutes after the shooting and captured the gunmen wearing black masks while singing the verse of a song that depicts gunmen wearing masks and riding in a stolen car before getting out and shooting at someone. The exact scenario that had just played out a few moments before that. In another video posted by Lil Jeff days after the murders, the rapper can be seen riding in a car alongside a friend and rapping to the same song that was playing in the Infinity after killing Monty and Lil Rob. At some point in the video, he turns down the volume before revealing to his followers that the song motivated him to go slide.
Look, if y'all ever going through some shit and y'all need, like, y'all want to get back, y'all need some shit to tear y'all up, play this song right here 100 times. I bet you gonna get the job done. Right in my line, brother?
He then goes on to make the shocking confession. Lil Jeff continues.
I popped out listening to this shit for, ooh, this shit right here gonna give you real motivation. Hold on, look.
Right after this statement, the rapper turns up the music and continues to rap about killing his ops. Lil Jeff and his crew had a long history of dispute with Monty and Lil Rob. However, things took a bad turn when Monty and Lil Rob stole 2 wristwatches that belonged to Lil Jeff. After stealing the watches, Monty and Lil Rob shared several videos on social media, taunting Lil Jeff over the stolen watches. In one particular video, Monty can be seen in the company of a group of friends as they flash the stolen watches in front of the camera while calling out their oops to stop wearing that fake-ass jewelry. One of them can also be seen flashing a gun, and he can be heard telling Lil Jeff to stop wearing his fake AP while showing off the iced-out watch. The video was posted on Reddit a year ago, and several users revealed their shock at how the young men could lose their lives over something with little material value. One user wrote, "Hate to be that dude, but I'm really into watches. Not only is an iced out AP 100K, getting a real authentic one is hard without connections. Like, you can show them the money but still be waitlisted at authorized dealers. They dying over fakes." Another user wondered why many of the street guys love doing things that literally put a target on their backs, like going to social media to brag about stealing from an op. The user commented, "I don't understand one thing in USA especially. Why so many of guys in the streets post their work or rap about it, full snitching mode? Do they want to die or let ops know it was them who robbed him and him or killed who and who? Just putting yourself as a bigger target and a brighter green light." Unsurprisingly, Lil Jeff saw their actions as the ultimate disrespect and began plotting his retaliation. In the end, 2 lives got taken for the 2 wristwatches that were stolen from him. But that didn't close the chapter on this street beef. On January 31st, 2024, 5 days after Monty and Lil Rob were murdered, Lil Squirrel, an acquaintance of Lil Jeff, was fatally shot in retaliation. A few moments later, Lil Jeff addressed the Lil Squirrel's death in a now disappeared Instagram story, stating that his ops would kill anybody when they emotional. He also said, "Stay safe, all my innocent people." However, the death of a close associate didn't deter Lil Jeff from continuing to claim the murders of Monty and Lil Rob. In several of his songs, Lil Jeff rapped about taking out the 2 teenagers and adding to his number of bodies. Yes, the dude may have just been 21 when he was taken out, but he had already dropped several of his ops over the years. In fact, this was no secret to anyone, because Lil Jeff took it upon himself to always brag about having multiple murders to his name, just as passionately as he bragged about killing Monty and Lil Rob. But the rapper wasn't just murdering people for fun or in retaliation, he was also stacking up bodies for money. Lil Jeff was a paid killer. Bloodhound. Lil Jeff, also known as Lil Jeff Hardy, was a member of the Bloodhound Chicago gang, which is also known by the monikers of Brain Dead, Wiz City, and Drill City. Although Lil Jeff started rapping quite early, he gained popularity in the drill rap scene after hinting at being responsible for double murders of Monty and Lil Rob in some of his songs. But those were only 2 of the 10 murders that Lil Jeff himself proudly bragged about before his death. In most of his music, the rapper talked about killing 10 people, and at some point he even hopped on Instagram Live to hint that he had gotten his 11th body. However, in an interview with DJ Vlad in October 2024, British documentarian Trap Lore Ross disputed Lil Jeff's claims that he had recorded a 11th body, stating that there wasn't just enough time between catching his 11th body and him losing his life. During the interview, Ross also talked about Lil Jeff's friendship with rapper Q50 and how the 2 were allegedly paid killers. According to the Brit, Lil Jeff and Q50 were doing hits for money in other cities outside Chicago. Ross said,
"So there's a whole bunch of lyrics that they've got talking about I'm in Milwaukee taking hits for paper, doing hits for change."
Ross went on to reveal how the 2 were later linked to a triple homicide that happened in Milwaukee in 2022. While citing a report from Reddit, Ross explained that Lil Jeff and Q50 were actually paid to kill 1 guy, but ended up killing 3 men. The 3 men in the March 2022 shooting were later identified as Anthony Thompson, Tyrese McKinney, and Clarence Harris. The three men were found shot dead at an apartment near 54th and Mill Street. The triple homicide stunned the neighborhood, and at the time of the shooting, police authorities struggled to find any leads pointing to any suspects for the attack. However, it didn't take long for the duo of Lil Jeff and Q50 to begin running their mouths and self-snitching. According to Ross,
and then there's a bunch of lyrics where Jeff and Q50 have these little bars where they're talking about my first hit was a 2 for 1, or I'm in Milwaukee doing hits for the change. My first hit wasn't a regular hit.
Trap Lord Ross, who released a 2023 documentary that labeled late rapper King Von as rap's first serial killer, then goes on to suggest that both Lil Jeff and Q5 idolized Von and seemed to be determined to live their life just as violently as the late rapper did. This would explain why both rappers consistently rapped about murdering people just like they had some point to prove. While Lil Jeff bragged about having 10 bodies, his counterpart Q5 also repeatedly bragged in his music about having 8 bodies. Q5 also hinted several times that he was involved in the fatal shooting that killed Monty and Lil Baby Rob. In the music video for one of his songs, Q5 raps about getting called to slide on 2 people downtown. He spits, "Blooded called, said he try a go spin. We can spin downtown, last 2 got lit." Although Q5 doesn't mention any names, he is known to belong to the same Bloodhound Chicago gang as Lil Jeff, and the murders happened downtown with 2 victims getting shot in the process. There's also further evidence that shows that more than 3 people were involved in the shooting that killed the 2 teenagers. According to a police report, after the shooting, 4 men got into the vehicle and fled the scene while 2 other suspects took off on foot. While no evidence categorically puts Q5 at the scene of the crime, his close relationship with Lil Jeff, coupled with his continuous self-snitching, has inevitably led many to believe that he was one of the shooters. But Q5 wasn't in a world of his own regarding self-snitching. You could say he was only outdone by his friend Lil Jeff. Just to paint a picture of how much of a big mouth Lil Jeff was, Trap Lord Ross in his DJ Vlad interview described him as the king of self-snitching. According to Ross, the two not only talked about their hits and body counts, but they would also regularly provide updates about their body counts. To back up his claims, Ross cited a famous Facebook post where Q5 hopped online to announce to his followers that he just got another body to take his count to 8. Lil Jeff also did something similar when he caught his last body, taking to Instagram Live to tell his followers that he had just gone up by another one and now had 11 body counts. In one instance, Lil Jeff bizarrely talked about how his 10th body was pending because the victim was on life support. Ross tells DJ Vlad,
"These guys took the self-snitching about bodies to unheard of levels, to be honest with you."
Perhaps the most daring example of Lil Jeff's self-snitching was when he released a song titled "Ah" shortly after the shooting of the 2 teenagers. He could be heard rapping in the song. He was screaming "Ah" when he got hit. This was eerily depicted in amateur footage that captured the moment the teenagers were dying on the ground, and none of them could be heard screaming "Ah." Strangely, Lil Jeff didn't set out from the start to be a killer. In fact, from all accounts, he was a pretty good kid with a lot of potential. According to various accounts, Lil Jeff was a very talented basketball player in high school and didn't get deeply involved with the streets until he was 18. This happened after Lil Jeff's cousin Z Money was killed, forcing the rapper to get deeper into street gang culture in a bid to avenge the death of his cousin. Z Money allegedly got into a backdoor situation in which people he was very close with turned on him, eventually conspiring to get him killed. From getting into street life to avenge his cousin, it quickly became more about holding down his block and defending his crew in the war that had broken out between 2 rival groups, Drill City and Trap City. Once Lil Jeff and his right-hand man Q5 began killing people and racking up body counts, there was no turning back and things quickly spiraled out of control. Within a very short time, Lil Jeff racked up a double-digit body count. One of the earliest victims that have been attributed to Lil Jeff was an alleged member of the Crew Hit Squad who went by the name Lil Gutter and whose real name was Ronnie L. Sistrunk Jr. He was killed in 2021 around the same time when Lil Jeff was also accused of being responsible for the deaths of 8 Trey members Clay and Crew. Another person who was rumored to be killed by Lil Jeff was an alleged member of the Evans mob called Black, whose real name was Roger Lewis. The then 33-year-old was an OG of his block and was shot dead during a drive-by shooting in March 2022. However, the problem with this claim is that Black's killer was arrested a month later, and he's currently serving the sentence for the murder. While several other murders have been attributed to Lil Jeff, there is no evidence to prove that he carried them out. However, he has self-snitched on a few of these murders. One of the first murders that Lil Jeff seemingly confessed to was the killing of a Trap City member member named Leal on July 25, 2023. The murder was believed to be in retaliation for the fatal shooting of Lil Jeff's cousins, and shortly after Leal was shot in his car, Lil Jeff and several other members of Bloodhound took to social media to hint that they were responsible for the hit. Then there is the murder of the two teenagers, which Lil Jeff brazenly confessed to being responsible for. For several months, Lil Jeff went about bragging about how he smoked his ops in his music and on live, but karma would eventually catch up on him when he decided to take a hit on another target. Lil Jeff was killed 6 months ago. Unfortunately, Bloodhound Lil Jeff had barely made a big splash in the rap industry before he met his end. In a surprising twist of fate, the rapper died on June 8, 2024, while chasing another man to his own death. In a clip making the rounds online, Lil Jeff could be spotted decked in a black hoodie and blue jeans as he chased up a man in yellow shots. The rapper confidently aims at his target, who scurried for security, only to retaliate by gunning down his assailant. A follow-up video spotlighted how Bloodhound Lil Jeff's homeboys got out of their cars for a revenge mission. In the video, about 3 men kept on shooting in the area before they eventually backed off and returned to a car. The surveillance footage does not show who their target was, nor did it specify that anyone was hit by the shooters. But at the time of the retaliation, one thing was clear: Lil Jeff was not with his crew, as he had passed away. Sources later confirmed that the shooting all went down at the 6600 block of S. Rhodes Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Lil Jeff eventually succumbed to his injuries after being hit 19 times with 45 shell casings. Although he was rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center, he didn't survive the gunshot injuries. Following the unexpected death announcement of the Chicago native, the internet blew up with mixed reactions. 2 of Lil Jeff's ops, 800JT and another budding rapper, couldn't wait to show off their excitement that their rival was dead. Via an Instagram live video, the pair drove off to celebrate Lil Jeff's passing. Once they reached their destination, 800JT and his company began to rap loudly and excitedly.
Shout out my kid, you tweaking. These 2 birthdays on feed. We in the middle of the island. Stop playing with us.
Shockingly, not long after this display, 800 Terajoules was killed, and like he did with Lil Jeff, many of 800 TJ's ops came down heavy with the posthumous diss. Now let's get back to Lil Jeff. Some fans maintained that Lil Jeff was the cause of his untimely death, adding that he was a terror to the community. A fan wrote, "Basically, some nigga caught Jeff by surprise and shot him. Jeff ain't even know his ass was too thirsty." Another person quipped, "Bro must have been terrorizing them." A third fan added, "They feel real safe now. Nunadot would be going if Jeff was still out on the streets." Another tweeted, "Goofy nigga that acts hard get killed. Can't say I feel bad. Rest in piss." Amid the criticisms, a handful of fans were deeply saddened by the death of their favorite rapper. A fan tweeted, "Lil Jeff was some fine shit. I'm so mad they killed him." Other Chicago rappers also grieved Lil Jeff's demise by sharing messages online. Da Tweaker, who goes by the name Lil Scoom89 on Instagram, made posts on his Instagram stories to celebrate his dear friend Lil Jeff. The poster added images and captioned them, "I love you, I'ma be with you soon. Brother, this shit don't feel real." Expectedly, after Lil Jeff's untimely death, law enforcement circled up on the area of the shooting. During their investigation, they confirmed that a male victim later identified as Lil Jeff was struck in the chest. The Chicago police also spotted several shell casings on the floor. In the early days of the investigation, the police maintained that they had no suspect on their radar. But a few months later, the authorities soon arrested another rapper named Trap City Rob for the murder of Lil Jeff. Trap City Rob was picked up in the same area where Lil Jeff was shot on October 30th, 2024. However, on November 1st, he was not charged due to lack of evidence. Sources also confirmed that the arrested rapper was let go likely because there was mutual combat surrounding the shooting. Shining more light on the situation was Trench's News when he appeared in an interview with DJ Vlad. The streamer explained that while Trap City Rob might have been trying to defend himself against Lil Jeff, it was an overkill because he shot at the victim 19 times. Trench's News later agreed that the police should not have arrested Trap City Rob because he was up against Lil Jeff's team.
And then you could clearly see on camera that 4 dudes is waiting outside basically to ambush them. Like, I don't think he should be in jail, but in Chicago, they lock up the wrong people.
Without mincing words, Trench's News goes over the reason for Lil Jeff's senseless killing. He claimed that Lil Jeff was killed all because of a chain. According to Trench's News, this piece of jewelry was fake. Yet he affirmed that Lil Jeff took the chain from a brother and a sister who had died. However, he lied about having the chain with him, which eventually led to an attack from unnamed assailants. The streamer claimed that some people jumped up on Lil Jeff, leading him to retaliate.
Lil Jeff tried to tell them that the chain was stolen, but he had it all along, playing around little kid games. And then when they seen him, they whooped Lil Jeff, jumped on him or fought him, and then next thing you know, it spiraled into like killing.
For many people, Lil Jeff had become a terror, and it was only fitting fitting that he died in the same violence that he had bragged about for so long. In one of his old videos, Lil Jeff bragged about wanting to start a school for killers, and he claimed he would only be willing to teach students who had at least 2 body counts already. Trench's News touched on this during the interview, explaining that Lil Jeff somehow idolized King Von, who was killed a year before he died. The streamer went on to urge young people never to idolize such characters because it would likely end badly. Although Lil Jeff never got to face the law for any of the 10 murders he consistently bragged about, he did pay the ultimate street price. We've come to the end of this intriguing story surrounding Lil Jeff's involvement in the murders of 2 teenagers. To stay one step ahead of all trending gossip involving the most talked about celebrities, please click on the card showing on the screen.
When committing a robbery, every split second counts. Thieves can be incredibly sophisticated and sometimes pull off million-dollar robberies within the blink of an eye. Taking a whistle-stop tour of famous heists around the globe, here are some of the fastest thefts in history. Dubai. Our first stop is in Dubai, in a brazen heist that took them only 170 seconds. What you'll find with most robberies on the list is that the fastest high-profile thefts involve jewelry. To rob a bank, there are various barriers and security measures put in place to stop someone from accessing their cash. With jewelry stores, you simply need to go into the store, smash the glass, take the expensive jewels inside, and run for the hills. In 2007, shoppers at Wafi Mall in Dubai witnessed something from a Hollywood movie, and the chain of events could only be fully understood when looking back on the CCTV cameras. One car drives through the glass windows of the mall, while another vehicle follows. The cars move inside this mall towards a jewelry store. One car stops, and a man with a gun comes out and checks the surroundings. The other car then barges into the door of a Graff jewelry store. Carrying a gun and a hammer, the man smashes all of the glass casings and helps himself to some highly expensive jewelry. He takes $3.4 million worth of jewels and then speeds off. The gang had come and gone within the space of 170 seconds. It was revealed later that the cars they used were stolen too. The gun he was carrying turned out to be fake and was used as a way to scare people off and make sure nobody tried to make themselves a hero. The thieves drove down Za'abil Road, where they burned down the 2 brand new Audi cars they had just stolen in order to destroy any evidence. This heist, along with others on this list, is believed to be perpetrated by a gang of jewelry thieves known as the Pink Panthers, named after the Pink Panther comedy and crime movie series. While they are incredibly effective jewelry thieves, they are much more bloody and ruthless than those portrayed in the movies. Let's just say, there's nothing to be laughed at when these guys are at work. When they orchestrated their heist in Dubai, the thieves tried to flee the country. Luckily, Dubai police captured 2 suspects before they could make their way across the border. As well as the 2 stolen Audis, the group had rented a more modest Nissan Sunny for their getaway. And the Emirati police found the jewelry in this car. It was until 2014 that a 3rd suspect was found. He was arrested by the Spanish authorities and then handed over to the UAE in 2015. And to rub further
YouTube, man, it's your boy Fissa Q1, man, and look, man, today I'm back with another movie, man. Look, I brought out that boy Laser.
July 10th, 2016. Two men are walking into the entrance of a bank in Taipei. They're wearing medical masks and fisher hats. One of them guards the entrance, while the other stands in front of the ATM. He doesn't do anything, though. He doesn't withdraw money with a card, nor does he try to blow it up. He just waits.
Warning, the following content may be disturbing for some viewers as it sheds light on a rarely discussed dark chapter in Japanese history. 1938. A mild summer day in China on the grounds of Unit 731. Professors, scientists, and military doctors are conducting important research here. Now the workday is coming to an end. The adults are drinking beer by the pool of the facility. Children are playing tug of war. It's a beautiful sunset. The people next door in the barracks are unaware of this. For them, there is no end to the day. No yesterday, today, or tomorrow. They don't know if it's day or night. They know only one thing. A cruel death awaits. The First World War ended nearly 10 years ago, claiming 17 million lives. Japan fought alongside the Allies. As a result of their victory, Japan's economy is now thriving. The empire, under Emperor Taisho, is a member of the League of Nations. Japan enjoys good international relations, participating in conferences on disarmament and arms control, all in the name of preserving peace. In Geneva, the seat of the League of Nations, Japan signs a historic protocol.
The high contracting parties, so far as they are not already parties to treaties prohibiting such use, accept this prohibition, agree to extend this prohibition to the use of bacteriological methods of warfare, and agree to be bound as between themselves according to the terms of this declaration.
The prohibition of these weapons is a reaction to an incident in the First World War. For the first time, German troops systematically used poison gas as chemical weapons. The result was so horrific that the 36 founding signers decided such a thing must never happen again. About 9,600 kilometers away from Switzerland, a 33-year-old military doctor in Japan reads a report on the Geneva Protocol. He is electrified and sees it as confirmation of a theory he has been nurturing for some time. Biological weapons must hold enormous potential if they are so reviled. And he comes to a conclusion quite different from that of the signatories in Geneva.
If the prospect of germ warfare created such dread, Japan must do everything in its power to create the most virulent germ weapons, as well as effective methods for destroying wartime enemies with lethal diseases.
This military doctor, named Ishii Shiro, will devote his entire life to researching methods of biological warfare. In this endeavor, he will be aided by around 20,000 employees, and an estimated 300,000 people will fall victim to Japan's bioweapons program. Ishii is regarded as very intelligent, if not even a genius. At the same time, he is described as ruthless, extremely arrogant, and ambitious. Someone who would stop at nothing to advance his career. When he pitches his idea to the military leadership, his ultra-nationalist stance becomes evident.
What if enemy states attack us with biological weapons? Then we would be helpless. And we can take advantage of new weapons technology offensively. What if we face a shortage of iron and steel during an economic crisis? We can kill two birds with one stone. Biological warfare saves money and resources while creating an invaluable killing potential.
In 1928, Ishii, likely on behalf of the army, embarks on a 2-year world tour. He aims to collect research findings on biological warfare. When he returns to Japan in 1930, the political landscape in the country has changed. Under the new emperor Hirohito, ultra-right politicians are in power. Japan's economy has been severely hit by the global economic crisis.
Just let me know.
A daring parachute escape from a flying 727 somewhere between wings.
A search was made of the plane immediately. We don't know who he was, where he came from, or where he went. I expect that we'll keep looking until we find him or find out what happened.
Took this solid gold Rolex on an adventure along with some of my other favorite jewelry, and I had to see if it was waterproof. Unfortunately, it was not. The glass got fogged up because it's an old solid gold Rolex case inside a watch, and they need to service these if you want them to be waterproof. And I didn't service my own watch. Well, I unscrewed the crown and left it out in the sun, like a Rolex. And luckily after some time, I was able to get rid of the fog, so that's a good remedy. Also brought along my solid gold 14-karat three-tone chain, and when it comes to chains, you don't have to worry about even salt water. If it's gold, it will not corrode, it will not give you a problem. Stayed at a great place, and the final verdict?
So if you want a unique watch that nobody has, that might not get you killed or kidnapped, I think this is it.
What are you doing if you catch a man cheating?
F***ing the ops.
Whoa, say that. You said f***ing the ops.
You heard me.
Wow. Okay. What's a sexual fetish that you have that you're ashamed of?
I mean, I don't really know if I'm ashamed of it, but I like BBC. Since Bobby wants to talk about
In today's video, man, we got 20 women versus
NLE Chop, you know what's going on, man. Live and full effect. Posted in front of the tribe.
All right, y'all. So look, bro, we got NLE Chopper, bro. How you feeling today, bro? Good?
I feel good, like I said before, man. I came out the womb, my mouth open.
Bro, we got like 30, bro. It's supposed to be 20, but so many females came, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot to choose from, bro.
Me? They came from
They came from you, bro. All you gonna do, bro, is chop as many that we have down to one. What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy, No Love Man. Look, y'all. As many as you want.
For real?
For real, bro.
Leave with everybody then.
All right, let's do it. You ready?
Yeah,
let's get into it.
Welcome to the random Iron Man boss challenge. I got the new fully customizable Iron Man, and now I'm gonna randomize all the styles and only use one color of weapon depending on which style I get. If I get Iron Man in Alpha Red and Gold, it's gonna be blue weapons only. Iron Man Prime Model 39 will be purple weapons. Iron Man Ultimate Model 42 is gold weapons. And finally, if we get Iron Man in Classic Model Doom, it's gonna be mythic weapons only. To complete this challenge, I'm gonna have to get a win with 2 of these skins, so make sure to watch the whole video because things get crazy. Let's jump right into what the heck? YouTube is telling me that 76% of you watching right now are not subscribed. I upload the best Fortnite content, so do yourself a favor and subscribe with the bell for more. Let's go spin the wheel. All right, let's see which Iron Man model we get first. Lots of different options, 4 to be exact, and it looks like it is going to be landing on the most classic version, Iron Man Alpha in red and gold, which means that we're gonna have to win with blue weapons only. Let's see if we can get it done. First up, we have Iron Man in his most recognizable version, Alpha in red and gold paint style. He's gonna be blue weapons only, so let's jump out right away and head over to Hopeful Heights. Oh wait, actually, I'm right above the 2 turtles. Jarvis, are they friendly? Yeah, they seem pretty friendly. I'm going for it. We got a bunch of rare chests. Wait, this actually isn't gonna work out for me. I gotta hope that this has a blue weapon in it. It does not. Okay, it has a purple weapon. Wow. Jarvis, what the heck? Slow this down. Grab all this. Let's hope there's one in here. Oh my gosh, I got a blue weapon. I got a blue pump. This is huge. Okay, I am so stacked. By stacked, I mean
mute your mic real fast, and then I'll see if I can hear you.
Hold on, I just made a new setting. All right, is it back on?
I just got an ad. I don't know.
What the frick you mean you don't know? Oh yeah. My microphone back on.
Let me see. I just got an ad, so I gotta really check.
All right. Hello. Hello.
Your mic's back on. Your mic's back on.
All right. Hello. All right. Yeah, I got it back on.
Alright.
I gotta delete the other setting, the other one.
Alright.
Thank you. Yo. All right. Ain't no way my microphone been off for an entire hour. That make
the whole hour, but like a good portion.
no, cause like my stuff just went. It just went out there. Cause like you know if it wasn't on.
Jason, I'm on to you for real quick.
All right, yo, dang, this crap not downloading at all. Hold on, I got hold on, bro. My mom called me.
I'm gonna start making sure I check in when these problems don't happen.
Who keeps track of that? All right, thank you though.
Bro, I didn't check in, bro. What's gonna be good?
Bro, I'm telling you I was getting cooked. That means ads was popping up. I wasn't even talking. They could have been unsubscribing from me for all I knew.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nah, cause ain't no way. Cause that is crazy. That is insane. All right.
To end this man's whole career.
My like entire live stream cooked because bro couldn't talk. Insane.
What are you even doing, bro?
And I wouldn't even known.
Yeah. Well, when you're done with the live stream, probably go over the footage to see where it cuts out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go check like where it cut out at.
Yeah.
Cause I really gotta find out that.
A little short talking about how I saved your live stream.
Yeah, cause you just popped up out of nowhere. You was like, "Hey, Jason, your mic off."
Yeah, bro. I just clicked in. I was like, bro, either my laptop messed up, or this nigga's mic muted.
My mic wasn't even muted though. It was like OBS. My entire thing was just turned off. It was not working at all.
The OBS disconnected.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. Alright.
Yeah, that's my question too.
I think I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Shoot, man, I don't want to do this no more since my mic just turned off. I don't know if it's gonna turn back off or not. What? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I put it at the top. I put it at the top of my my list.
Yeah.
Cause this happen again, I'm gonna crash out. Cause I was about to hop off live stream. And I was wondering why people wasn't staying in here. Cause my mic. Cause I thought my mic was on.
Yeah, that's why no one was responding, bro.
I'm like, where crap? No one's chatting in chat like that. Cause one of them asked me where my Valentine at. I had the craziest joke. And y'all was not able to hear it. Bro, he said, where's your Valentine's, little bro? I was gonna say my Valentine's underneath my desk right now with your mom. Say hi, duh. And then y'all couldn't even hear it. So everyone even let me. Yeah, so you about to play Fortnite. I don't know what to do at this point. I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, just play some Fortnite. Just chill, really. Just chill.
I was trying just to chill because I was watching videos. I was finna go upstairs and chill while the game downloaded.
Oh yeah, you want to say happy birthday to my mom?
Yep.
Yeah, because her birthday tomorrow, so hold on.
Wait, then why don't you call me tomorrow then?
That's true. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we ain't got no school. It's weekend.
Six about to be over here, mom.
Wait, who?
Six.
Oh yeah, bro. Plan another hangout. We need everybody. I'm talking about everybody.
At my house?
Yes. Your house is ideal. The ideal house.
Why?
Because I don't really know. And me and Ennis.
I remember this time when you
Because
invited me over because mom wasn't home, but she got back, right? And she saw my bike, came down the stairs and just started cussing Will out. She was like, "Oh, so you inviting guests over while I'm not here, huh?"
That's why he don't let people over his house now.
So no, she was like, Jamel, I know Jamel, he's one of my favorites. You can invite him over anytime. Just this time, just make sure next time you tell me.
I get yeah, because you're the most respectable. To our parents, right? You're the most respectable to them, right? But then to us, you're just like shut the nigga, basically.
I ain't never said that to you, Jay Sean. What are you talking about?
Why you lying?
I ain't lying.
Bro, you told me, bro, I'm pretty sure you have said shut the nigga. Well, it wasn't shut up, nigga. It was like you stupid, and then you say your catchphrase. He like shut up, nigga. Nah, usually it's me. Usually it's me yapping about some crap I don't even know anything about. Nah, Ennis haven't been yapping lately.
No. Actually, it's probably Maurice. Most of that too.
Maurice or Rashad?
Yeah, bro, those two. The two that beef the most are most like each other. That's the craziest part.
Exactly. I'm like, why y'all niggas beefing for?
Like, I be chilling, and I hear these niggas. I hear one of these niggas talking, and they just be yapping about the random. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I can't move. My screen flickering.
Oh wait,
I ain't gonna lie, I really need to download this from the store, the Epic store. Because I'm playing this off the Xbox Cloud Gaming. This crap suck. Yeah. What you about to upload?
YouTube short, not great.
Yeah, I still haven't posted anything on the DLC channel. I tried to post like one thing and it kept ain't get no views. I'm like, oh my god. Cause it's basically just my channel all over again, right? When I first started off YouTube and like getting no views. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah. I said, I ain't got no videos of us playing Fortnite because my stuff way too laggy.
Oh, I'm sorry, you post one of the live streams though.
Oh yeah. Have I even played Fortnite with you on live yet, or nah? Bro, hold on, chat. We finna just close this out. We finna just close this tab out. Epic Store it is, chat, because I need to download the real game. I need to download the real game of Fortnite because this crap bugging. Yeah, I don't think I do got a game like me, you, and William playing Fortnite. But on stream.
What?
I don't got a video. I don't got like a live stream of me just playing like the game with your. What? Your microphone sound like you underwater. Your Wi-Fi sound garbage. What? Yo, chat. What the freak?
Hello?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm watching full ads for you.
I mean, you ain't even have to do that, gang.
I got a 57-second ad going on right now.
I don't pick the ads that go on my videos. I don't pick the ads.
57-second ad about a fucking bike.
Is it a good bike?
Nigga, now it's talking about laptops and softwares. What the fuck is this ad?
I don't know.
Don't make sense.
Hey, shoot, I'm telling y'all, if I tell you to watch an ad on my video, better watch that ad fully. But anytime you ever get an ad, bro, you gonna at least watch 5 seconds of it and then skip it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that petty. You still watching the ad?
Texting somebody else.
Alright, I'm about to say. Bro, I need to download the launcher, that big game launcher, because the crap is bugging.
Melanie just told me happy gay day.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, how you told me how pizza this nigga Khalil got? Damn.
But how many what he got?
How many pizza? This nigga just got 3 more pizzas.
I gotta check chat now since you just said that. I want some pizza too. I just had a sandwich. Man, that crap. That is not good. Hungry Howie's pizza. 3 boxes.
Bro, he sent a picture earlier where he had 5.
Did he? I ain't gonna lie, what is he doing for the pizzas? Yo! And I was in school, and then the other one, I think, are t-shirts? Roses.
What happened today, by the way? Anything interesting?
I'm assuming a fight happened. Someone broke that glass on at the school. Like that, you know that one glass
Casing?
the eighth grade like staircase, right? Going up the 8th grade staircase?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they broke that glass.
How?
I don't know. I was walking through like after lunch I was walking through the hallway to Miss Q Day class, and the entire thing was broken. Yo. Yo, Skype don't let me download this book. Alright, I got it.
Switching schools next year, bro.
What'd you say?
That's why I'm switching schools next year.
You know you not.
Yeah, bro.
Then there ain't no point of doing your credit recovery down.
Why's that?
Because, bro, you going to a different school, ain't no point of doing it.
Nigga, it's still different. It's still credit recovery. I would just have to take credit recovery in that school.
See, man, that's the hard part about it, gang, cause you won't know nobody there, right, to help you with it, and you're cooked.
But the point is to know nobody, bro. That means I get fresh material to deal with.
Nigga, that's cap.
I get fresh stupid niggas.
You know how weird that sound, gang?
I get fresh niggas to call stupid. I get a fresh selection of dumbasses. There we go.
That's gonna be worse. I'm pretty sure you're gonna run into your match. There's gonna be another fat person, right? And you guys are gonna collide and make Venus. Huh? You're not gonna do wrestling now?
I wouldn't be able to do wrestling if I switch schools.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't do sports for a whole nother year after you switch schools.
See, man, then you won't be able to do sports.
I mean, wrestling season's over.
Next year it won't be.
Next year, I don't think I'm gonna join wrestling.
See, gang, you making this complicated, gang. I'm trying to make you stay at the school.
Bro, switch schools with me then.
No. I like where I'm at.
I don't know what you want from me.
Don't switch schools, gang. We got you.
Oh yeah, mute your stream, bro.
Huh?
Mute your stream, I gotta talk to you.
Who?
Mute your stream, nigga.
Got you. Alright, I'm back. I'm just wondering what the crap is my auto code at? Chat, what the? Chat, hold on, chat, let me.
I'm gonna give you one more chance. We can do this my way or your way. The choice is yours. Now, anytime a grown-ass man gives you the ultimatum, you better be ready to fight for your life. You know the worst punishment to get from school? Getting kicked out. But I'll be damn what about getting written up? Write me up all day. I didn't care. Oh, wait a minute. You thinking ISS? Bruh, I get to spend the whole day chilling? Who wants to go to regular classes anyway? And I get to hang out with the homies and leave school at the end of the day just like everybody else? Sounds like a dream to me. I bet you're thinking suspensions. Light work. I mean, who came out with suspensions as a punishment in the first place? So you trying to tell me if I get in trouble in school for punishment, I get to stay home and not have to attend school? Sign me up. See, all that sounds good until you have to face your parents. Ooh, wait. See, growing up, my parents didn't play when it came to the books. That means anything below a B is ass to belt. You must be a stupid ass kid to get kicked out of school. From what I remember, only excessive fighting, possession of weapons, drug use, severe bullying, or repeated disruptive behavior will cause you to get expelled. But it's like I always say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that, my God, is where this story begins. So for this story, I'ma take you back to one of the craziest days of my life. So it was back in the day. Now, at the time, all I ever wanted to do was follow my brother like a shadow. If my brother wanted to stay up late, I stayed up late with him. If my brother went outside, I hung out with him. If my brother got in trouble, he got in trouble. So this story starts on a Wednesday morning. Not just like usual during the week, my brother and I would get up early and get ready for school. So before leaving, my mom goes,
"Okay, boys, you know what day it is."
Now I'm thinking, a special day? What's mom talking about?
Don't forget to bring home your report cards.
Dang it, you feel me, right? Didn't we all hate report card days as a kid? Now I'm thinking through the whole year. Oh, dang, Tim. I hope I get straight A's and B's. Now for that semester, I had English, art, science, math, and PE. Now physical education, come on, my guy, I'm acing it. Your boy got skills.
Black.
As for art, please call me Picasso, my boy. Next we got English. Boring. But I reads. Y'all hear me pronunciating these words? Now it's down to science and mathematics. Now when it came to science, I be cheating. Since the kid next to me was a nerd, I know I'm acing it. Now it's down to math. See, math is one of those subjects where it's either you get it or you don't. So I look towards my bro, and my brother's hella cool. This man's not sweating it. Team, them's not worried. So fast forward, I get to school, get to first period, and the teacher starts handing out the report card. Okay, Tim, just be cool. God got you. So the teacher hands me my report card. I take a look and holy, your boy got straight A's, my God. Bruh, there's nothing better as a kid than pulling up.
You got lucky, pal. Because when I was a kid, or like 1st to 8th grade, right? I put in all F's. 1st to 8th grade, I put in all F's. Nothing but F's. Right? All F's. From 1st to 8th. They passed me. And they passed me along off that one law, no kid left behind, right? And then during 9th grade, I was locked in and got all A's. And now I'm on the same track of getting all A's again. So, I got
up to your parents and handing them straight A's. So onward, school ends, I rush home and pull up to my bro like, "Yo, Lem, guess who's not getting no whooping today?" But my brother didn't say a word. Now I'm confused, right? Because I remember early in the morning, this man had A1 confidence, but now he's not saying anything. So I go, "Damn, Lem, you better get your ass beat." But yet again, my brother doesn't say a word. And then he leaves. Now I'm thinking, oh, this must be really bad. So I decided to pull up to my brother's room. "You good, bro? I just got kicked out of school." Boy, that's not a big... Wait a minute. Did bro just say got kicked out of school? Hold up, man. You playing, right? Nah, I'm expelled. See, there's certain times in life when you gotta know when to step back. And this, my God, was the one time I didn't want to know what the just happened. I closed the door, walked my behind back to my room, and minded my damn business. See, my pops is cool. He's fair, reasonable, a little rough on the edges, but the right guy for the job. But This about to be a slave time Kunta Kinte beatdown. He about to beat the brakes, power steering, and transmission off this dude, and I'm not having any part of it. So an hour goes by, and I start thinking, damn, Lem's about to die. So finally, my pops gets home. He gets to my brother's room. I rush to the wall and start listening. What did you do? So, I got in trouble.
Hold this ad. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Oh, no, real quick. I'm fat. I'm fat. Ow.
Point school. I'm gonna ask you one more time. What did you do? Well, I drew a penis in a girl's locker room. I couldn't believe it. Now, first of all, hella funny. Bro, in my school, we used to have the most racist slurs you could think of. But this was brilliant. But at the same time, crazy. If you don't know, if you think I was bad as a kid, nah. My brother was an S-tier badass kid. This man really knew how to push my parents to the edge. But this was the final push. See, getting expelled means my parents would have to find another school for my brother to attend. And since the bus wasn't coming over, my mom and dad would have to drop and pick him up from school every day. I got black parents. They don't have time for that. So my dad goes, get up, let's go. But where, Dad? We're going back to school. What the hell is going on? Why would Pops take bro back to school? So I start listening closer. But then my door opens. I look up, and it's my dad standing right behind it. Tim, let's go. Now let me tell you something. When my dad barks, I listen like a bitch. I got my boy in the back of the car, and then we left for my brother's school. A few minutes later, we pull up to the principal's office, and my dad knocks on the door. Now the whole time, my pops hasn't said a word. So the door opens. Oh, hello, Lem. I'm guessing this is your father. My father responds, nice to meet you, Principal. May we have a word? Now the whole time, I'm dead confused. What could Pops tell this man to make him change his mind? My brother's expelled, done, finished, cooked. So the principal goes, school's closed. You're gonna have to come see me during opening hours. Then the principal slams the door in our faces. So now I'm looking at my Pops like, damn, old man, that man called you a bitch. So once again, my dad knocks on the door, opens and goes, I don't think you heard me. But before the man finishes, my Pops looks the man dead in the eye and goes, I'm gonna give you one more chance. We can do this my way or your way. The choice is yours. Now, anytime a grown-ass man gives you the ultimatum, you better be ready to fight for your life. See, if you didn't know, my father's an old militant black African strong man. This man doesn't take from anyone. Man, respect is everything. And the school principal did the one thing you can never do to a father. Disrespect him in front of his kids. Now it's on sight. Now, since my brother and I were standing next to him, my dad goes, you two go to the car. So we leave the office, get to the car, and I'm like, damn, Lem, what do you think Pop's about to do? I don't know, bro. But I'm glad I'm not the principal. So now time gets into motion. 10 minutes go by. I look towards the door, but my Pop's not coming out. Then 20 minutes goes by. I look back at the door, but still, my Pops hasn't returned. Yo, Lem, I got an idea. Let's go see what's going on. So my brother and I leave the car, get to the window, my brother pulls me up, and I start peeking. I kid you not. I see my Pops dead in the principal's face like he's about to crash out. Damn, Lem, I think we might see Dad fight for the first time. I want to see. So my Pops looks towards the window, sees the two of us peeking in. We drop down and ran to the car and hope to God my Pops didn't see us. So a few moments go by, my dad returns to the car, turns it on and says, you two can go to school tomorrow. And Lem, you got Saturday school for the rest of the month. And just like that, it was all over. I don't know what my Pops said, didn't even dare to ask. See, something about those old parents, they just don't make them like that anymore. All I know is my father gave the principal an offer he can't refuse.
I bet. The dad ran away.
For some reason, my dumb behind looked straight at Miss Baker, crossed my two hands next to my crotch, and go, "Suck it!" Oh, no, the whole class froze. Growing up, one of my favorite shows to watch was wrestling. No, not the wrestlers you kids watch nowadays. I'm talking the WWF, the good old damn near R-rated television. Bam! We had everything. Cursing, bloodbaths, bra and panties matches. Ooh, I don't even know how they let it play on television.
Right. How old is this guy? He talk about like having technology, right? But then, how old is he? I seen like at the end of his videos, but he looked kind of like in his 30s. But I really don't know for real.
Nate said, "Yo."
I know I've been gone for like a long time. I made some hot chocolate. Hot cocoa.
My brother and I would spend all night practicing all our wrestling moves. But here's the problem. My mom hated wrestling. In her mind, wrestling was bad for kids. I mean, sure, we had a little adult visuals, but come on, my God, we're boys. And boys are gonna be boys. Pops, on the other hand, man didn't give a... He figured a little testosterone isn't too bad for his kids. But I know what you're thinking. Damn, Tim, what the hell does wrestling have to do with you running away from home? Now, that, my God, is where this story begins. So this story, I'ma take you back to the day I ran for my life. So it's back in my younger years. Now, I'm talking so young, I could barely be outside by myself. But remember, we're talking the good old days. Days where your parents left for work, and you spent the whole day by yourself. No guardian, no babysitter, only rule was to be back home before the street lights come on. Now, on this particular day, it was a Monday morning. Now, as a kid, Mondays were my favorite days. See, Mondays were the days we had WWF Raw is War. And that's all my brother and I looked forward to. We spent the whole day talking about what's gonna happen on the show. So I got to school, and my homie JB goes, "Yo, Tim, you ready for tonight?" "Yeah, boy, I can't wait for Raw." See, you gotta remember, wrestling was huge back then. And that's all the kids wanted to talk about in school. So I'm in the back with my homie, and we're having a time of our lives. But then I hear, "Boys, no talking in class." Now, I'm thinking, teacher, please, mind your damn business. So JB and I keep talking in the back.
Nice?
A few moments go by, and Miss Baker starts losing it. She stops the class, comes to the back and goes, "Either you two stop talking, or I'm gonna write you up." Now, first of all, one of the worst things to happen when you're in trouble in school is getting written up. See, write-ups usually go on your school record, which can affect things like your college application, scholarships, and other future opportunities. But as a kid, I didn't give a damn. So I look Miss Baker dead in the eye and go, "Suck it." "Excuse me?" "No, for your damn time, you bugging. Just let it go, and maybe, just maybe, Miss Baker will let it slide." But like I said, I've been watching too much wrestling. For some reason, my dumb behind looks straight at Miss Baker, cross my two hands next to my crotch, and go, "Suck it!" Hey, no, the whole class froze. They couldn't believe it. Did this man just tell the teacher to suck it? On God. Next thing I know, the whole class starts dying laughing. See, to the other kids, that was one of the funniest things they've ever heard. But to Miss Baker, a little scrawny kid pointing towards his nuts and yelling, "Suck it!" in front of the whole class? That's unacceptable. So she leaves the room, gets straight to the principal's office, and snitches. Oh, no, I'm dead. So the principal calls me to the office, and I start waiting for my parents to get the call. Trust me, my God. The last thing you want as a kid is for your parents to get a call from school and hear you've been acting up. So now I'm running the whole play in my mind. Damn, baby say sucking to a Miss Baker wasn't worth it. I'd rather die than talk to my mama. So the principal calls my mom at work. She picks it up, listens, and then the principal hands me the phone. Now I don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. Don't know how to act. So I go, "Hey, mommy."
Did you just tell your teacher to suck it? So tell me, what is it she's supposed
I
to
didn't.
suck?
Bam. My mother says the 8 deadliest words.
I'ma see you when you get home.
And trust me, my God, anytime your parent says, "I'ma see you when you get home," homie, you might as well give your life to Christ, because you're about to meet him real soon. So I leave the principal's office, fast forward, school ends, and I finally make it home. I get to my brother and go, "Yo, Lem, guess what? I got written up in school." "For what?" "I told Miss Baker to suck it." "You did what?" "Mom's going to kill you." "No, bro. What do? If I was you, I'd run away." So I get to my room, and I'm a nervous wreck. I didn't know what to do, how to act. Now I'm regretting the whole deal. So I lay down, think for a while. Then an idea comes to mind. Something about my brother's last words kept ringing in my mind. If I was you, I'd run away. So I start thinking, you know what? I'm not sitting here waiting for a beat now. I'm out. So I pack my bag, leave using the back door, and decide never to return home. Now, before we continue, for the uninformed, an estimated 1.5 million children run away from home each year. Some run away due to neglect, others because of abuse. Some even run from having too strict households. And out of the runaways, females make 75% of minors and 80% of the girls reported to be having essayed or physically abused. Reason why I'm making this video, to inform all the kids that running away isn't always the solution. But if you are considering running away from home, you should call the National Runaway Safe Line at 1-800-RUNAWAY. That's 1-800-786-2929.
It's a 24/7 confidential hotline that can provide support and help you create a safety plan instead of running away. But as for your boy, I wasn't running to the streets. I'm smart. See, while walking, an idea came to mind. I figured I'm gonna go to Grandma's house. So I walk all the way to my grandma's house, get there, knock on the door, my grandmother opens, and she's like, "Oh, hey, baby, what are you doing here?" "Oh, I just came to see you, Grandma." Now, my grandmother's not stupid, right? So she looks around and doesn't see any cards. So she goes, "Tim, how did you get here?" "I walked, Grandma." "Come on in, baby." So I get inside, and just like always, my grandma was the best. See, grandmas are God's given gift. They buy you presents, let you eat all the bad food. They even let you get away with anything you can dream of. And my grandmother spoiled me. She let me lay up in the living room and watch wrestling all day. Now, I'm thinking, this is life. I'm never going back home. Meanwhile, my mom gets home. Remember, she's pissed. So she gets to my room, she looks around, and I'm nowhere to be found. So she gets to my brother.
Where's your brother?
In his room.
No, he's not.
Now my brother's perplexed. Last time he saw me, I was in my room. So my brother gets outside, looks around the neighborhood, but I'm nowhere to be seen. Now my mom starts losing it. She's thinking somebody kidnapped me. But I'm at my grandma's, right? Chilling. I'm watching TV on GP. I'm ordering pay-per-views. I'm damn near about to hit the hub, my God. I'm having a time of my life. But then my grandmother sneaks out the room, gets to the kitchen, calls home, and informs my mother I'm at her house. Now my mother's livid. In her mind, oh, I've crossed the line. So she gets my brother, and they leave for my grandma's house. So I'm in my grandma's crib, watching TV. I look to the side, and my mother's standing at the window looking dead at me like she's about to kill me. I'm a dead man walking. Oh, damn, Tim. Grandma snitched, my God. I couldn't believe it. Not my sweet old grandma. I thought we was tight. So my mother gets into the house and goes,
I'm gonna ask you this one time. What are you doing here?
Nothing, Mom.
Did you run away from home?
No, I just wanted to say hi to Grandma. So I look towards my grandma. She doesn't say a word. So my mother goes,
Who told you to run away?
He did. My mother looks at my brother.
You did what?
No, Mom, I was just joking. My mother couldn't believe it. The one person she trusted and left in charge told me to run away from home. This lady unleashed the extension cord, Lord have mercy, and beat the living out of my brother.
What about you?
I'm dead ass. I've never seen my mother so mad in her life. And I'm watching the whole thing like, what next? Should I run again? My mother finally finishes. Then she looks dead at me and goes,
Get in the car.
Bruh, I didn't flinch. I didn't look back. Didn't even say goodbye to Grandma. I got my behind in the car. And thank God for escaping a beating of a lifetime. So we get to the crib, get to my room, and from that day forward, my mother outlawed any wrestling in the house. That, my God, it's the day
That's it? Everybody, you're about to catch the beating of a lifetime, gang. At this, when I was in I think kindergarten to third grade, I had this one friend. His name was, I'm just gonna change his name for the story. His name was Gabe, right, bro? One day we're chilling at the house, me and my brother and sisters, right? We're chilling at the house. We see him run outside with a backpack on and underwear. No t-shirt, no shoes, no pants, no socks. With a backpack and underwear. And ran down the street. His older brother went looking for him, right? We don't know if they got him or not. And also, me and Gabe fought one day. So, I put belt. It was belt season. For me, technically, chat. I don't know if Young Don let people react to his stories or not. So, I ain't finna. Is hot chocolate mid? Really mid. Really mid.
I don't know. I've had so many phone numbers. There's been so many different accounts, and a few of them had gotten hacked. So I usually delete and go on.
Seriously, what we see happen, people's things get
hacked.
Those apps have no type of protection at all, and then the stuff that they put on there is just it's absolutely you want to.
It's absolutely BS. there's an encryptogram or whatever it is. Encrypted code is actually BS. It's all just ones and zeros.
Do you have like Signal or Session at all?
No, not really. I mean, they've armed my phone, but I don't usually use them.
Or Session 2?
No. I'm saying Signal. Signal is, I only use that to communicate with girl's daughter so she can
power wash my mouth
me if
with
her
a toothbrush.
mom happens to have, like, you know, service runs out or phone's off.
Yeah. Because obviously, we know about, like, Instagram, Snapchat, because we've had those for years, but Telegram's kind of new to us. And same with, like, Signal and I guess WhatsApp kind of known about. But would you say on those, it's usually like groups or individuals or kind of both?
Kind of both.
Okay. So on Snapchat, Instagram, would you say that, you know, these younger ladies under 18 find you, or do you think you find them, or is it kind of like a mutual thing?
They find me for out of nowhere. I'm just, I don't appreciate them. I try and go with older people because then I can, people of my, you know, like.
What you guys think
my
Gideon doing for like his full channel or like his other channel?
So you
a former D1 defensive end for McNeese College. Usually a good defensive end goes and sacks the QB, but today Harris is trying to sack a little girl wearing the number 13. On today's explosive episode, we make some shocking discoveries, almost ruin our whole operation.
I don't know, like I'm thinking about just canceling because I don't know anything about this ride.
And we made sure to get our steps in as well.
It's not a race. It's a marathon. He's at the Walgreens right now.
So sit back, relax, hit that like button, subscribe, and share today's episode of EDP Watch.
All right, what's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome to another episode of EDP Watch. And on today's episode, I'm doing something that I've never done before. We got this man, he goes by T, but his real name is Harris. And Harris is trying to indulge in the forbidden cupcake. But bro's too broke to even Uber himself, man. He's asking a 15-year-old to Uber him to the destination. So we're gonna be Ubering him to a destination that obviously arrests. Shout out to Cleveland, Texas. And not only that, but we're actually gonna have our security, Mr. Jimmy, be the Uber. So he's gonna be with our security the whole time. We're gonna have a hidden camera inside, recording him and everything. I'll probably post that whole like Uber ride on edpwatch.com and obviously the uncensored version. And I'll also be posting the extended uncensored version of this video and the uncensored chat logs on edpwatch.com. The funny thing about this is like none of our decoys really know where T came from, but after letting him know that we were seen, he let us know he don't care about any of that. And after doing a little bit of research on him, I figured out that he used to be a collegiate football player. So it's just sad that he's taking that talent for sacking the quarterback to now trying to sack minors, you know, just very tragic. We're about to go pick him up and everything, but I don't think he's gonna like this cupcake.
Yeah, I'll be there in exactly 3 minutes. Uber, come on in, man.
Are you a silver Chevy too?
I sure am, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
How's your day going so far?
Yeah, it's going good.
That's good. Heading up to Cleveland, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Do you have a hotspot on your phone?
I don't. My old lady pays the data on it. Any other fun plans for today?
I mean, I don't know. I'm about to go to Cleveland and hopefully meet somebody up that I'm dating, but
oh shit.
I'm hoping it goes well.
I heard it, man.
Catfishes and stuff.
Oh, shit, I hear you on that. Yeah, I met my old lady online, and I was living out in California. She convinced me to move on out of here. So how long you been seeing this girl?
Well, we just started talking on, was it Tinder or Meet Me? I just went with the flow.
Sick.
She just made me New Year's break. I can hang out with you. I'm free. I was like, bet. Do you know if it's a house or she's an apartment? Because she didn't even tell me if it's an apartment or not.
It doesn't tell me. I know it's right next to a Walmart. You want me to just take you there? That way you can kind of scope it out?
Scope it out, yeah. Because you know how them dating apps go. You even FaceTime and you talk to her forever. You like, you still get catfish. Like, bro, man.
It could always be a dude.
Oh, no, for real.
I'll probably be up in Cleveland for a few minutes, so if it don't work out, hit up Uber and I'll take you back. I got you, buddy.
Appreciate you, bro. That's good.
I'm so sorry, man. My humble blew me up. Every time I go to work, she's like, man, get on the game, get on the game. Like, dude, I got a cruise, bro. You seem pretty in shape, bro. You play sports or anything like that?
Yeah, when I did. People tell me that all the time, like, you look swole. I'm like, I don't know why I look this swole. This can't disappear at all. I wish it could. Sometimes it's too swole.
My senior year, though, spent a lot of time surfing, living life. I had a good group of friends where all we did was just cruise around, drive all over the state, visiting parks, and you know.
Is it like is weed legal out there? Like, bro, it's not. It's so strict out here. Like, I honestly don't think it's fair when it comes to like imprisonment. I actually gone to jail for like a possession charge. I had So this is Uber. Are you not using the Uber GPS or what GPS you use?
I don't know what it is. So my old lady got me this phone, and every time I've used the Uber GPS, it keeps giving me the wrong lane. So I just take the address and I put it in the regular maps that comes on the phone, and I've yet to have an issue.
Okay.
She gets real weird with technology. Like, she'd be the type of girl to be like, man, don't update your phone, like shit like that. She's like, all right, man, the grip's good.
That's why I be scared too. I think people be trying to set me up, but I be thinking this is a joke. I be like, risk taking. Let me see for myself, you know, because through the phone, you can it's just like, what am I doing? Like you don't know.
Yeah. Hey, man, I wish the best for you, man. I've picked up some people that have had some pretty heartbreaking stories. You know, dude gets in my car and he's all out of breath. He's telling me, he's like, man, I met this chick on Tinder, and she was 17, and I'm 23, and I'm like, she was trying to trap you, bro.
How's she gonna get you? How does that work?
Man, women always be out here fucking lying.
That's for ID. Honestly, I'm the type of person not.
You never know. This generation, there's something else.
There are a lot say they 25.
That's how a good man get jammed up.
So it doesn't tell you like where it's ending at? Like, can you like check for me?
So it has it at an address. I don't have a way of like clicking the screen ahead. When I plugged it in though, there was a Walmart right next to it because it pinged the name of the Walmart. Cause I gotta pick up some groceries for the house anyways tonight, so that worked out for me. My homeboy, he keeps blowing up my shit. Like, dude, we are not playing the game right now. Are you in a rush to get to her place? My buddy said there's a tobacco place. He wants me to pick up some wraps like a couple blocks away from it. You okay if I roll through there real quick and then I'll get you up to her place?
It's in Cleveland? Okay, that's fine. Okay. You mind if I see the Uber app? Like, I just want to see this. I'm trying to see who it is.
Who's ordering it?
Yeah. I just want to see.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. I mean, it's normally like, it only gives me their picture and their name, but...
No, I just want to see, like, can I, like, see the screen? Like, it don't gotta be like that serious.
I would imagine it's probably gonna get all fucked up if I switch over to it now. I don't want to mess with it too terribly much while I'm driving. I already have issues with data and all that.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about just canceling because I don't know anything about this ride. Like, somebody, you know, random person.
Do you want to let her know you want to cancel it?
I mean, I don't have no service. That's what I'm saying. Is there a way you can text her for me?
I don't have their.
Can I give you her number and just text her?
I don't know if I want to be making a phone call. So Uber's been having us send footage of our rides recently. I don't want to get too many strikes on my record because then I'll lose the ability to drive for them.
Dang, so I'm trapped in a ride?
No, man, no. You ain't trapped. If you want, I'll pull off. You know, let you out. Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, kind of. But so you said that if it goes bad, can you still help me out with that? Like you said, you can.
Yeah, I'll be up in the area.
That's why I said I was just gonna wait, see how it goes, and then go back.
Are you just nervous about meeting her?
Yeah, bro. It's really. I've never met this person. Like, I'm nervous about meeting every person I meet, but it's just like it's so far. We can get there. I guess we can just see like.
But here's what I can do. You know what I'm in. Let me get my rolls. I'll I'll take you over to Walmart, which is right next to her place. I'll be in Walmart though for a while. Like if you get there and you just like, nah, like I ain't messing with this. If I'm still up there, man, then just flag me down at Walmart and I'll take you back.
Walmart has service, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. Or she'll be crazy and I'll get you out there. You may get there, man. This may be the woman of your dreams. I think it'll be a good time.
All right, y'all. So our security is literally 5 minutes away right now. I got the chat log right here. Like I said, this dude is a former collegiate athlete. So
I forgot. I'm
if
gonna
he
be doing
decides to run, we are not
I'm gonna be doing
catching
commentary
him.
when I'm
A lot of
watching the
y'all
video.
would be doing the Uber ones.
For
They'll be
real,
like,
'cause I'll be trying to watch it.
oh, we're kidnapping, but you know, him meeting up with a minor, that's not kidnapping. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, I should be able to get like a confession out of him pretty soon. Like I said, he'll be here in the next 5 minutes. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The crap is the bottom of the
Oh,
screen.
yeah. That's him right there. Two, 1. Let's go.
Do I get out, stretch your legs for a moment, see if we can get the Wi-Fi?
Okay, he's trying to go off. He's on the right side. Yo, Harris. Yo, man, we gotta talk.
What's this? What the f is this? We know you hate child predators and love what we do, but sadly, the same can't be said for others. Join today on EDPWatch.com, and for only $4.45, you can help support us locking these monsters away. You'll get access to uncensored chat logs, cool disgusting audio calls, and never before seen and early access to new videos. You'll be entered into monthly giveaways, get 50% off all merchandise, and get a chance to do an IRL catch with yours truly, DeMarcus Hanson. All on EDPWatch.com.
It is copyright.
I wanted to just keep it between us, man. You know, didn't want anyone else to know about it, bro. But we gotta talk about this. All right, my man. Man, I guess that's my question.
What is
Why
bro
we
wearing?
I don't know, bro. I just seen somebody and it was somebody I was texting. I don't know who it was.
All right, man. Well, do you know how old she is?
No.
You don't?
I don't, bro. I was just texting and she like
Cleveland, like what?
No, I feel that, man. I feel that. But like, you know, she said that she was 15, and he said, nah, I don't go around asking women because it's rude how you look. I'm just trying to fuck right now.
Saying that it's
like,
rude to
tell me
ask
how
women
old
their
she
age
is,
and
you
they're
know?
13. You're
bro, I don't even know. I didn't know she was that. Like, thought she was lying or something. That's happened to me before. Like,
okay. So you just thought she was lying?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about hell no.
All right, man. Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to have to go tell your family about this, man. I don't want to have to get other people involved. You feel me? So listen, am I gonna have to get some other people involved, or are we gonna just talk it out?
Bro, what the?
Yo, slow down, Eric. It's not a race. It's a marathon. Go around the other side, Jimmy. Just go get your car. 911.
What is the address of your emergency?
Yeah, Brookshire right now. There's an individual here. He came to meet what he thought was a 13-year-old girl. He's like running away. Can we get a door? I can hear the black dude. I'm getting tired. I see him. Okay, now we're at the Southside Bank.
North College and East Crockett.
Over by CPC Medical Plaza, and now he's like walking across to the front of it. Here, I'm gonna just follow him. Drop me off here. Okay. Okay, he's at the Walgreens right now. He's inside the Walgreens. Okay. We're walking inside the Walgreens.
Alright, I'll go ahead and disconnect with you, okay?
Did you see a man in here with a black puffer? Didn't know it. Did you see a man with a black puffer? Yo, Harris, man, we just want to talk, bro. Did a man with a black jacket come through here?
No, what's wrong?
He's running from police.
Did you check the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom? He went that way. He went on this way? Jimmy, come here. Yo, Harris, man. We know you're back here, dog. We don't want no problems, man. We just want to talk to you. Yo, Harris, can we talk, man? We literally just want to talk, though.
I believe you, big dog.
So what's up? Like, why you
Yeah. We just wanted to, why'd you run from us?
I'm getting followed.
Listen, man, we just want...
Scared as hell, like, is a camera dude, like, what?
This is for our protection, man. You're a big dude, man.
I don't want to do nothing.
I don't want to do
no
anything.
idea what you're talking about.
Okay, but man, did you know that she was you?
No.
It wouldn't be a good idea to run outside. Stop.
Bro, I didn't know she was, oh my gosh, I did not know that was her, bro. Please, like, stop.
He's right there, they want to talk.
Yo, man, I just want to talk to you, dog.
Predator.
Listen, you're not going to talk to 13-year-old girls anymore. Just tell them you're not going to talk to them no more.
I don't know who that, I don't know it.
Keep trying to get on the cafe.
This is for safety now, man. I'm sorry.
Y'all can stay with him.
Okay.
Okay, we gonna go out. He gonna handle him. Y'all wanna make a report of this?
Yeah.
So,
Ma'am, do you not see there's police here? Like, this is way bigger than what you're talking about right now. Okay, but your policy is more important than this is way more important than other people's policy. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, officer? We can go outside. She's kind of being a Karen. I don't want to, like, disrupt the lady. I'm cool to be in here? Okay.
You're in a public place, I don't care.
Okay, so this gentleman right here, he just had what he believed to be a 13-year-old girl Uber him over here. As you see, we told him that
13-year-old girl gonna
we're
Uber
I
you.
don't mind just trying to
That's the
send
real
multiple
question.
images of his genitalia.
I'll wait till Thursday.
All we did was just talk to him, and then he proceeded to run. That's when we just let you guys know. Right when we got here, the officers came here. That's all.
Okay. Now we can step outside. Like I said,
Yes,
I just wanted
sir.
to make sure there was no immediate threat in here.
Yes, sir.
Start walking outside.
Listen, man, you're good, man, but you're not gonna talk to 13-year-old girls anymore, right?
No, hey,
No?
let's walk outside.
Okay,
We're
okay.
trying to get bro
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
If it wasn't for you, Eric, we wouldn't have kept up with him.
God's work, man.
My brother, man.
I thought I recognized
You should have tackled him for it.
You were working, man. So I was like, man.
No, you're a real one, man. Thanks for the call out. Appreciate it. Yeah, of course, man.
That's badass.
Oh, man.
I had that man chatting the whole time.
He was chatting?
Yeah.
What did he tell you he was coming up here for?
Girl he's dating.
A girl he's dating? Wow, yeah. Yeah, that boy's stressing. He's gonna have to ask someone to come pick him up. What's up, my man?
Man, you gotta get
I didn't think I was gonna be running, man. I thought we were gonna have a conversation.
out of control. Anyways, I just got with our lead investigator.
Okay.
He's gonna look into everything, but this time I don't have enough to make an arrest.
Okay, even with the trap log?
I mean, according to him, he's saying we don't. I have to unfortunately let him go. He's already on bond, supervised bond.
Really?
So we're gonna take the initial report.
Oh my God.
I'm still gonna take everything from you. I want to get that flash drive so I can follow. I can actually give y'all a ride to Birch Brothers.
Yeah. Appreciate that. He's free to go, but I mean, he don't got a ride to go. And he don't have service.
free to go, man. Free to go.
You want to ride, man?
Bro, looking at him.
Service.
Free to go, man. Free to go.
You want to ride, man?
Ah, boo. You wanna ride? He was hesitating. He got cops and two big people, and Gideon do got that pole on him, gang. Nah.
Service.
Free to go, man. Free to go.
You want to ride, man?
You wanna run a ride?
Free to go, man. Free to go.
You want to ride, man?
That devious, I ain't gonna lie, on the right, man.
He doesn't know how he's gonna get home. I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to this. He's really asking for a ride.
All right,
Just
y'all,
take that ride.
Update on Mr. Harris. So he was not arrested that day, but I am currently in contact with the detective working his case.
bro.
They're gonna be giving his case
Hey,
to
I got the same, bro, my auntie got the same pillow. And that same pillow. Who's your auntie,
grand
nigga?
jury, and pretty much we're just waiting to see on whether or not they're going to indict him or not. So if he gets indicted by the grand jury, that means they're going to bring the charges onto him, and there's going to be a trial. I think we have substantial evidence. The detective that we speak with, he also believes that it's very substantial evidence, so he is most likely going to be indicted. And when he is indicted, indicted, that's when, you know, charges are going to be placed against him. So right when that happens, I'm going to let you guys know. Also, Mr. Harris, when he got back, he actually had to walk an entire day. And I'm not over-exaggerating. It takes over like 9 hours to walk back from where we dropped him off because he didn't have cell service. He doesn't have any friends out here or anything. So we have to walk all the way back from Cleveland, Texas to Houston, Texas. He hit up our Decoy account and he sent this to me and he
This here is just one of you. Hold on. Hey Gideon. Hey Gideon, this is Harris. Just wanted to ask you for a favor. I'm really in a tough financial situation. You followed your Patreon to win the PS5. Is there any way you can help with anything at all? Is there any way I can assist? Nigga, bro, he posted his number. Hey, chat, I'm calling this. Chat, do I got text now? I don't got text now on that phone. If I ain't got text now on this phone, I'm gonna be heated. I'm gonna be mad if I ain't got text now on this phone. Alright, chat, I got text now. Chat. Ain't no way. By the way, where were you born? What? Nah. OD. No, chat. But chat, that's the number. What the frick I just do?
The subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
God dang it. Bullcrap, chat. Bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap, chat. Why bro ain't pick up?
he also said all this to me as well. And I also have an overnight.
Weekend box, bro. Cap. Cooked. How did bro even get your number? That's the real thing. Yo, this guy needs a job. Yo, keyboard warrior. What's good?
Hour-long conversation with him. So, if you guys want to hear that conversation, let me know. I might post that on the website. But
Come on, dude. I'm not buying the 445 premium, chat. I ain't got that type of money. Watched it.
Yeah, definitely very proud of this one. I'm fully confident that he will be indicted, and I also fully confident he's definitely watched this. So it was good, Harris. So if you guys enjoyed this video, man, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share. We're gonna be.
What's good, Harris? He should have said that at the beginning. I ain't gonna lie.
One night, a bunch of friends are in this SUV driving around, and they're driving to a friend's party. And they're in the middle of nowhere in New York State, and it's pitch dark, and there's no cell service, and they got another car and a motorcycle all following them to this party. But as they're driving, the roads keep getting sketchier and sketchier, and they eventually turn into dirt roads. And suddenly, it dawns on them. They're lost. But then, in the distance, they see something. A house. And they're like, oh, maybe that's our friend's house. That's where the party is. So they pull into the driveway. But this driveway, it's really long. It's like a long dirt road. And the closer they get to this house, they soon realize, oh, this isn't it. We're at the wrong place. And so they immediately turn around and they start driving away. And that is when suddenly, blam, they hear a gunshot, and a bullet whizzes by. And one friend yells, someone's shooting at us! And oh my god,
of course
they all
the black
panic,
one
and
knows a
the
gunshot.
driver floors it. And then blam, a second gunshot, and a bullet flies through the back windshield. What the hell? Who's shooting at them? And so the driver speeds away, and he turns to his friends, and he asks, is everyone okay? And everyone says yes, they're okay. Everyone except for the girl in the passenger seat. Now, her name is Kaylin, and Kaylin is 20 years old, and she doesn't answer. And so the driver asks again, Kaylin, are you okay? Kaylin? But Kaylin still doesn't answer, because one of the bullets had hit her in the neck. And so, who the hell just shot Kaylin? Well, to get to that answer, we need to talk about this guy, Kevin. And Kevin, he's 65 years old, and he's kind of a grumpy old turd. All of his neighbors know him as just an angry dude. Like, he drives all aggressively, and he even barks at other people's dogs when he gets mad.
Hey, bro,
like,
tell me why that just
like,
scared
he's
me,
just that
gang.
kind of guy.
I ain't have
But one
text
night,
speech on, like,
it's a
all day.
normal night,
That
and
guy just
Kevin
scared
is
me,
asleep in
bro.
his bed next to his wife. When suddenly, boom, a loud noise wakes him up. What the hell was that? It sounds like a motorcycle. And so he jumps out of bed to investigate. Here's the thing about Kevin, though. Kevin doesn't like being woken up. In fact, Kevin hates a lot of things, but this really startles him and it makes him mad. And he can hear something loud is going on outside. Someone must be out there. And so Kevin, he keeps a pew-pew by his bed that he uses to shoot squirrels and other animals that get on his nerves. And so he goes and he grabs it and he heads to his front door. And once he gets to his porch, he sees a bunch of people he doesn't know in his driveway driving away. A car, an SUV, and a motorcycle. Now, here's the other thing about Kevin. He really hates people on his property. He's very protective of his land. So instinctively, he points his pew-pew at the vehicles and he pulls the trigger. Blam! And then a bullet whizzes through the air. And then he pulls it again. Blam! And that second bullet flies through the back windshield into the SUV and it hits Kaylin in the neck. And that is when the driver, who's also Kaylin's boyfriend, asks, is everyone okay? And Kaylin doesn't answer. And they know something's wrong, and they're like, oh my god, she's been shot! And so, skirt, they speed away as fast as they can. And they try to call 911. However, remember, they're in the middle of nowhere, so they can't get any cell service. And so they keep driving, and they drive about 5 miles before they finally get a signal, and they can finally call 911. But, unfortunately, by that time, it's too late, and ultimately, Kaylin doesn't make it. Meanwhile, back at Kevin's house, Kevin is like, oh shit, I think I shot someone, and he's gotta think fast. And so he decides to get rid of the evidence. First, he takes his pew-pew, and he wipes his fingerprints off. Yes, you heard that right, he wipes his own fingerprints off his own firearm. Okay. But then he goes and he finds the shotgun shells to the slugs he fired, and he hides them. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure what his full plan is here. Regardless, pretty quickly, police arrive, and they're knocking on his door. Boom, boom, boom. But Kevin, he ain't answering. So they beat on it again. Boom, boom. But he refuses to come out. Instead, he stays inside, and he calls 911 on the police. And he tells the operator, I wish they would leave, I want to go back to bed. And so Kevin and police, they end up in a standoff for apparently an hour. Like, Kevin refuses to come out and police refuse to leave until he comes out. But finally, after a long wait, he surrenders and he agrees to come out, and police question him and they ask him what happened.
What happened up here tonight? Nothing that I know of. No, I was sound asleep.
And yeah, police know that that's bullshit, and so bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot.
Police say a man shot and killed a 20-year-old woman who was in a car that accidentally pulled into his driveway.
And so Kevin definitely shot this woman. No question, no one's arguing that he didn't. But is he going to prison for this? Well, eventually, old Kevin goes to trial, and there he tells a very different version of what happened. Here's what he says really happened. One night, it's a normal night, and Kevin is asleep in his bed next to his wife, when suddenly, vroom, a loud noise wakes him up. What the hell was that? And so he grabs his pew-pew, and he looks outside, and he sees what he believes to be a motorcycle gang. They must be trying to break in. I mean, this must be a home invasion. And poor Kevin, he fears for his life. I mean, what's he gonna do? And so he yells to his wife, "Honey, go hide in the closet while I protect you." And then he goes outside, and to get these scary intruders to leave, blam, he fires a warning shot into the air. And the intruders turn around and they start to leave. But then the craziest thing happens. There just happens to be a nail sticking out of the floor of Kevin's porch. And suddenly, pow, Kevin trips over it and he falls to the ground. And blam, this causes his pew-pew to accidentally go off again. And that bullet flies through the back windshield of the SUV and it hits Kaylin right in the neck. And therefore, it was a total accident. And so, yeah, this is actually the story that he tells the jury. Bro's entire defense is, "Oh no, I fell over." And so the judge hears all this, and by this point, he has had enough of Kevin's bullshit, and he just lays into him.
It's obvious to me that you feel justified. You don't take any responsibility for the outcome of your actions. You just don't get it. The first thing you do on the witness stand when you come up here and testify is you made a joke to the jury. You senselessly took the life of Kaylin Gillis, and you have the gall to sit here and talk about how you plan to finish up the work on your house and race motocross in the future? You don't deserve that. What would make you think that you deserve those things? Any remorse you have isn't for the harm you've caused. The only regret you have is that you're finally facing the consequences for your actions. You murdered Kaylin Gillis, you shot at a car full of people, and you didn't care what would happen, and you repeatedly lied about it. You deserve to spend the maximum time in prison allowable under our law. And I don't make this decision because it's easy. I make it because it's what's deserved. I make it because it's what's just.
Whew, those are some bars. But anyway, the jury finds him guilty as and the judge lays down his sentence.
So as to the conviction of murder in the second degree, I sentence you to a term of 25 years to life in prison.
And so Kevin is sentenced to 25 years to life. And as he's escorted out of the courtroom, this is the reaction from everyone sitting there watching.
Bye,
Wow, that is wild.
Start frying, dog. Imagine you go to jail and then like people in the crowd just start frying your crap. Kodak been tripping lately, I ain't gonna lie.
Another beam of light hits Travis and it sends him falling backwards, and he's knocked unconscious. And his co-workers, they're still in the truck and they panic and they're like, "Oh shit," and they speed away. Then, sometime later, Travis wakes up and he's lying on a raised table inside what appears to be a metallic room. And he notices he's surrounded by 3 creatures, aliens, and they're all looking down at him. And Travis freaks out and he jumps off the table and he grabs a cylinder object and he starts swinging it around, hoping that they'll back off, and they do. Then Travis leaves the room through an exit and he eventually ends up in a different room, and there he meets a different kind of alien. This one actually looks human. So this humanoid alien escorts him to a different structure with 3 more humanoid-looking aliens, and they lay him down on a table and they place a breathing mask over his face and he passes out. Sometime later, he wakes up and he's lying on the highway in the middle of nowhere, about 30 miles from where he was abducted. And it felt like he had only been gone a few hours, but in reality, he had actually been gone 5 whole days. And he's confused, but he walks to the nearest phone booth he can find and he calls someone to come pick him up. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ray, an alien abduction story? Did this really happen? Well, to figure that out, let's back this up. So one night in Arizona, it's late, and a logging crew, they're driving back to town after work. And suddenly, boom, they all see a super bright light through the gaps in the trees. And Travis, he gets out, and pow, a beam of light hits him and it sends him falling backwards. And his coworkers in the truck, they panic and they speed away. And about 15 minutes later, the coworkers in the truck, they're like, damn it, we shouldn't have left him. We have to go back. So they go back, and it's really dark, and they don't find anything. No Travis, no bright light in the sky, nothing. So what can they do? They alert the police. And police are like, so your friend got zapped by a bright light in the sky, and now he's missing? Okay. So police go, and they search the area, and they don't find anything, and they start looking at these guys like they murdered Travis and are just making up this whole crazy story to cover it up. Then, police require all 6 of these coworkers to take a polygraph test, which it's now known that polygraph tests are like total pseudoscience bullshit, but this is all happening in 1975, so I guess at this time, police are still using them? So anyway, 6 of these guys take a polygraph, and they're asked about whether or not they murdered Travis, and 5 of them pass the test, and 1 of them actually doesn't. Then, a few days later, that's when Travis returns. He wakes up about 30 miles from where he was abducted, and he walks to a payphone, and he calls someone to pick him up. And from there, they take Travis to a hospital, and he's fine, he's not hurt. But of course, everyone wants to know what really happened to him. Did he really get abducted by a flying saucer or something? And so Travis starts telling his story, and the media is all over this news because it's fascinating and kind of crazy. And ultimately, he ends up taking 2 polygraph tests himself, one he passes and one he fails because, again, it's total pseudoscience. Regardless, he's getting hit up by reporters, and the National Enquirer interviews him and his co-workers, and they pay them a few $1,000s each for their story, and this is actually a photo of them each holding up a check that they got. And then that story comes out, and boom, now they're all semi-famous. And Travis, he seems to be all about it. Like, he's doing interviews, he goes on TV, he's speaking at UFO conventions, and he writes a whole-ass book about his experience. And eventually, that book gets turned into a movie called Fire in the Sky. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, that movie scared the shit out of me, for real. But anyway, after all that, after Travis's crazy experience in that UFO for 5 days, his story becomes the most famous alien abduction story in American history. Until 46 years after the abduction. It's now 2021. And Travis, he's much older, but he's still out there, he's talking about this, he's still speaking at alien UFO conventions. He even goes on the Joe Rogan podcast and tells his story.
They came around the table and the 3 of them were coming towards me.
And bro hasn't changed his story at all, like he's still running with it. But then, one day, all that changes. Because one of his old co-workers, this guy, Mike gets mad at Travis. Mike was the one who was driving the truck that night. Apparently, there's a remake of the movie Fire in the Sky in some stage of development, and Travis was allegedly trying to cut Mike out of this deal. And so Travis and Mike, they get into it, and Mike gets mad, like really mad. So, after all these years of playing along with this alien UFO story, Mike goes on Facebook one day and he drops a bomb. He makes a post saying, "I, Michael Rogers, hereby give notice that I am no longer to be considered a witness to Travis's alien supposed abduction story." And then he later clarifies in a reply comment saying, "I don't believe Travis is an honest person, and therefore I want nothing to do with him." Not only that, at some point, Mike is on a phone call with a movie producer who's working on some other movie project about Travis's abduction, and on this call, Mike doesn't know he's being recorded, and he admits the whole thing was a hoax.
Because we were talking about creating a UFO hoax, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how the UFO got there, okay? But I remember when I was driving the truck and he jumped out, it was all deliberate. It was all a staged thing, okay?
What you're saying is you and Travis together
brother hoaxed this.
Yeah, I mean, Travis's brother Dwayne helped him.
Now, to be fair, later Mike tries to walk back that explanation, but unfortunately it's too late. He already admitted it was all fake on recording. And so UFO nerds everywhere hear this news and they're like, no, it can't be! We thought it was real! So, how did these two unassuming logger guys from Arizona fake a whole-ass UFO abduction? Well, they've never gone into detail about how they faked it, but here are some leading theories that I sort of like pieced together. So all of his life, Travis has always been sort of a UFO enthusiast. He talks openly about seeing flying saucers and about wanting to be abducted by aliens, and he's also apparently a known prankster and bullshitter. And one day, back in 1975, he and Mike, they get an idea to pull off this UFO hoax and prank everyone, including some of the other co-workers who were in the truck. They allegedly weren't in on this. And the theory is that they had someone with a spotlight sitting up in a lookout tower. And lookout towers sit above the trees and they look like this, and when it's dark, you can't really see them. And there actually just happens to be a well-known lookout tower in that area that Travis was abducted in. And so anyway, they're driving home that night and they have another friend in the lookout tower shine the spotlight down on them in the truck. And they stop the truck and Travis gets out to investigate, while Mike, who's driving the truck, he pretends to freak out. And this freaks all the other co-workers out and Mike drives away. Because remember, none of the other co-workers said they saw a flying saucer specifically. They said they saw a bright light in the sky, which technically they did, likely a light in a lookout tower. And as far as the whole Travis meeting aliens part, I mean, there were no witnesses to that other than Travis himself, so that makes it easy to just make that up. So apparently it was all fake. Sorry, UFO nerds.
It was a scam? Alright guys, I'm hopping off live stream. This is day 14, the live stream every single day of February. We have 14 more days. See you guys in the next live stream, or see you guys in the next video, YouTube short, live stream. But anyway, it's going to be real soon, really soon, because I'm streaming every single day of February. See you guys later. Peace. Get a job. But I can't. Click it. Bro.